Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Avowed. Last time we stopped the Steel Garret from making their way over to the Solace Keep. They had been infected by the Dream Scourge because our god decided to get all angry and infect them all with the Dream Scourge. We then went back to Solace Keep and learned that there is a way to the garden underneath Solace Keep, but the other guy was, what was his name again? Can't even find his name. He was one of the council members. He was on his way here to try to destroy Solace Keep, and we're here to stop him. So we ended up hearing this voice from this Adra pillar telling us to come talk to him. So let's go ahead and hop in and see what he has to say.
My brother, soul of my soul, how did you find me here? I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name my mother gave me. But that was never what they called me. To them, I was beloved. An endearment my god wielded against me like a cudgel. I would have killed them with it if I could. But they were beloved of me, too. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them. To us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you, or I, who loved Sabadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle, rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sabadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sabadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sabadal burned the world, and the people who revered them suffered for it. So that I would be confronted every day with what our god had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free. No. Their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to them. Back to her. The rightful queen, Wodica. She is the center of everything. Yes, you see them with eyes unclouded. The ruins the opportunity is before you, it will know what to do. You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sapadal releases you to the same long peace. It is only a door, carved and warded by my own rough hands. It knew me. It will know you, because the same thorn tears at us both. I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother. And when you see Wodica, tell her I said hello.
Strange.
Uh-oh.
Phantasmal focus picked up something, but it's
I don't
gone
really
now.
want to help Wodica either.
He went away again.
She's also
This
bad.
time seemed different.
I don't know which one's worse though, Wodica or Sapadil. Sapadil's kind of just like a child that's angry and throwing a tantrum, and that's hurting people. And Wodica seems like she's intentionally hurting people, killing people.
Sluice gates ahead.
So
Find costume, fast.
I don't really know which is worse.
Gotta hurry.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, we continue.
Good, you're here.
Oh, there's Kostya. Here we go. I want this. Ooh, some more Adra. Great. Here we go.
Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves. Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living archives. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed the secret. By the way, is that novice still alive? I see. And what of the Steel Garrote? Should I assume they're all dead as well? And so you brought it back here? Among the wardens? It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tusks until your people arrived. Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason to destroy this place and go. This is how it should be. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man.
No one should be bound to a pile of stones. Certainly not because of a centuries-old oath.
Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath. Then my conviction only grows stronger, envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you. Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, envoy, now's your chance. Are Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves?
This is tough because I think his reasoning's justified, but what he's doing isn't.
A life for
I can't do it.
Blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
I'm sorry, Kostya. Yep.
Kai, weapons ready.
Oh, no, don't!
Nicely done.
Man. Counselor garbs and counselor shoes. Well, 50 stealth attack damage? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's kind of
Good
insane.
shooting, Kai.
I don't want to sabotage it. Where is it? Open the sluice gates to save Solace Keep. I mean, yeah.
Well, that's that.
Speak to Mihala. Is there a quick way to Mihala? Please be close. Well, I'll travel up here either way. Okay, that's a fast travel point right there, so I can go talk to Mihala real quick. Where was she? What, this is where it took me? I'm not even... okay. I could have been here from the very beginning. Let me travel to Mihala. Alright, back in Solace Keep. Let's go talk to... Mihala.
What happened at Deeren? Is everyone all right? Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home. Perhaps so. Either way, I understand now the nature of my errors. It will not happen again. Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently.
Bastion of Solace. It's a shield. Which means it's Adra to me. I think I'm gonna... yeah, this one's Adra too. Here we go. Great. Let's head back to a camp so we can finally turn stuff in. And then we will finally head to the garden. Oh, Kai's talking to us
Feel crazy
immediately.
saying this,
Oof.
But Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
You saw how hard it was for Amalia and her people to leave. They were only allowed to because you found an extraordinary loophole. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now. You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
Enough talking in circles. Let's save our strength for the garden. I, for one, could use a long rest. And I'm betting the envoy could, too.
I know. I'm excited too, dearie. But we need our beauty sleep, don't we?
I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why? I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways. Or perhaps you don't give yourself enough. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting. If I must.
I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the Living Lands is incompetent. Truly, is there no vetting process? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their leaders with more care in the future. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing perfume, but I think a few words from you would help too. Well, of course, I'm not suggesting it's always a fix for issues. But those poor Pargrunen are clearly prisoners of their traditions. I think getting rid of the keep could have helped more than they realized. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaro. Barrett's balls. What a nightmare. We're losing focus on the important things. Things like the garden. Oh, come on, Envoy, let's get going. How can I help? Tired already, Envoy?
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru, a godlike, same as you. What did he say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement? Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands. What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider one's choices. No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts. That's perfectly valid. Gods are terrifying in the best of times. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sapadal, it can't get any worse. I wish I could say the same for the living lands. Pleasant dreams.
Envoy? I've seen Mount Forgia erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved. Oh, they overreacted. I see. Just a tiny baby god throwing a tantrum, blowing up the land and killing everyone. Poor thing. They must be terrified. Anyway. What do you want? Right. Pleasant dreams. Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow. Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace. I bet it was. You could finally complain to someone about all the face stuff. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Blessed day impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need? Not before I've done some reading.
That's that. I don't know how much more dialogue there will be with our companions there. Let's see. I will hold off because I want to get that glasswood branch first. Let's go ahead and just cash in some of these regular items we have here. Sure, my one steel chunk. Yeah. Oh my gosh, wow. Cool. Some dragon hide. Yep. And let's see. I could upgrade it. I might as well. I have enough of the Aedra now. And then, yep, Heaven Strike right there. This needs a lot of toadstools, so I'll do like one upgrade. And everything requires that toadstool, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. And then, nothing else I can do here. Let's look at our final totem.
Why?
Have you
Wait,
you
where
ever
is it?
eaten
Right here.
It will sunder all the living lands if we do not put a stop to it.
I know. I felt the lives lost.
It is inexcusable. The forces of nature must be kept in balance. This abuse cannot go unpunished.
You do get a achievement for getting every single totem fully maxed out.
Power has a cost. If this is how it rules over its domain, it has shown that it cannot be trusted to wield it.
Regrettable. It could have learned from us.
Cannot reach us, nor we it. The damnable Adra separates us.
We were capable of great things once. We still are. If we find a way to build a bridge... No.
No. What do you mean?
We are too late. I sense a great shift in the Adra. One of our siblings has moved with terrible strength. What have they done?
May the hunt begin.
That's a little
And that is the final one. Let's see what it is. Increase your damage against prone enemies. Critical hits deal high bleed. Second wind cast, second wind ability. Killing enemy gives you +4 damage reduction, +2 might, +2 con. Yep. What were the other ones? This was intellect and perception. This was con and dex. This was, yep. I'm gonna go with the Huntsman's Spoil, the newest one we got. It seems like the best one for my build. So let's go ahead and exit here with the team that I've been using. And finally, it's time to head over to the path to the garden. Here we are.
It's a magnificent key. I just hope it doesn't become their prison.
Oh, they wouldn't have let us do it because of that right there. What's over here? Do I care? I don't think I do. I think I'm right here. This is the garden. I think I'm just ready to go in.
Closer.
We've waited for so long. You'll not be able to return once you enter the garden. Do you wish to proceed? This is officially the point of no return. I'm gonna go ahead and go on in.
This is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that. Right. It's better than an Adir and Envoy do it.
Solace is still standing. And so are you. We're in this together.
Just so you know, Kai, it's starting to sound like you like me.
If you happen to need a reminder, do let us know. Brooding in silence can be quite the mood killer.
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested.
Poor
in
Yardsley, that
seeing
looks
dead.
so bad.
Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
And what? Lie low? I hate to break it to you, but you don't have a face for blending in.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear you. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plants and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
Death is always certain. It's only a question of timing. I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discovery. So madness is what we need right now. Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal. Set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? You're not the only one. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in. Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature, if you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yardsley, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Fair weather or foul?
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
And that looked like mud, per usual, but that is, this might be the last party camp we have. Let's talk to Giada here.
Have you ever been to the Valian Republic? So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began, and where it all ends. For so long I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Oh, why am I so anxious? I suppose you're right. I'm frightened, I'm excited. I'm a lot of things right now. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan? That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the living lands. Just imagine what we can do with it. And only one chance to get it right. My parents were going to build a better world for Animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did. To an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything. I'll try to remember that. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've had my back since the beginning. I won't forget it. Who could rest at a time like this?
No one else has anything to say.
I'm just gonna say it.
Let's see if Sapito wants to talk to us tonight, though. Probably. Yep. There we go. We're traveling. That's a really cool, like, travel photo right there. And here we are. Great. Now you guys want to talk. Okay. We got some skill points. I think there's only one more. Yeah, increase my crit chance, I guess. And I actually have more points right here. Okay, let's do attack speed. It's time to head out.
Looks like a dead end.
Looks like a dead end. But Sopadil's gonna let us in. Is there a map here? There is. Wow. I'm guessing it's probably just a straight shot.
Nice then.
But that's massive.
You corrected.
Yep, there's our new upgrade materials. Ton of new upgrade materials too. They really stack you up here. Oh, don't want to go fight that yet. Let's go ahead and see what's over here. Now's the time to explore because there literally won't be another chance. Yep, and just like that. Unique weapon or Adra. I don't need any more Adra, so hopefully unique weapon. Nope. Cool. I shouldn't have bought all that Adra. I could have just got it all here, but I wanted to get that OP weapon before I made it here, so that's fine. Let's check around this right side before we go down, because this looks like it leads somewhere. Led to a letter. Oh, Jesus.
As in change chaotic order.
That scared me. Yeah, that increased the damage reduction. I'm not getting hit, but just seeing it pop up so fast is really good. Is there even anything over here? Was that worth it at all? Nope. Nothing over here. See if Kai can get the stun. Nope. Yep. Drop him. Okay, open that up. Even more chest, even bigger chest. Yep. Some more upgrade materials. Keep them coming, honestly. I need more of these toadstools anyways. Toadstool. Magfolk. I probably should have read that one, but it's okay. Because that was about the Magfolk. Whoa.
Don't see a better way down.
Here we go.
You first.
Yeah.
Don't look down.
I looked down. Oh. There's a secret right here. Can I not? Interesting. Okay. Can't even get there. I'll have to come back around, I guess. Oh, unless can Kai hit that? Hold on. Can Kai... Nope. What if I come out of the water? Nope. Okay. Because I can't use my weapons when I'm swimming, I wouldn't be able to get it anyways. Right? Gosh, right there's a place that I need yacht sleep for, so... Before I go over there. What's up here? Way down. Interesting. Okay, I'll come back. Is this a... Oh no, okay, it just opens. That's the way to go. Let's grab Yahtzee real quick. And talk to our party members again.
When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell them how much I love what they've done with this place. I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to love about floating islands and a spectral tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse. And Sapadal definitely isn't docile. Not from what we saw on Mount Forja, or outside the ruins of Nakukubel. I don't think anyone would handle that well. And what does that leave us with? A god who's been locked away and driven half-mad in isolation. Maybe it doesn't seem fair to punish Sapadal further. But it's worse to gamble every life in the living lands on the hope that Sapadal's done some real self-improvement. You know, if Sapadal were only a smuggler, assassin, or bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. I don't envy you having to deal with a loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, when, we escape this place. While we're tracking down your god, things are heating up between your Adiran comrades and the locals. A lot of people aren't going to make that distinction. Especially when your Ambassador Heelguard hosted Ludwine in Parades for as long as her assistance was convenient. You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this is one situation where it's the thought that counts. And yeah, I know that's on the Steelga Road, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise animancy. Not when Heelguard banned the practice in Parades. Oh, I wish I were finished. You helped Ludwine destroy Nakukubel. And while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry. And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time. I don't think anyone else is going to understand the indirectly. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's going to be laid at Adir's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Heelguard's been helping matters while you've been out here. If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy. I admire your principles, but don't underestimate what they could demand of you. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the Deadfire for longer than I like to admit. And lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how I wound up here. But I will tell you now, I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand if that's a line you can't cross. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you. I'm with you to the end of this. Anytime. Good night, Envoy.
Envoy, what do you need? Who do you want to talk about? Until next time. Envoy, what do you... Thanks for talking. if I must. What do you... What? The only... I don't... She's not so bad. She keeps saying things to get her... But... You too. What do you...
Interesting. It says Marius wants to talk to me, but, he's not talking to me. Let's go ahead and bring Yatsley, since there's a door right here we need her for.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still. Your soul is small. The essence weighs like the sea on your chest. We feel the pressure, darkness, yet somehow strengthened resolve. We wonder. The stream dashes against the rock. A debt of knowledge we concede. The sky is green. The fish breathes air. We can no longer imagine. We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands. Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Well, we've made it to the garden. I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. Next time, we'll continue exploring the garden and see if we can't find Sapado. I'll see you guys then.